Bonjour everyone. Hello Robbie from AFTV there, smiling Robbie there after his side has progressed to the next round of the FA Cup. Obviously unlike ours. 2-0 after extra time, Robbie. And that Wonderlandy Carroll shout nearly came through, didn't it? From me. Should have, maybe. No running to tonight. But Arsenal got
Carroll
through in the end.
Yeah, Carroll should have buried that chance, really.
100%.
I'm not sure if that would have been a deserved. I think that would have been a smash and grab, because I felt that Arsenal were the team that was creating all the chances. I just felt that Newcastle, the tactic that they was too obvious. You know what I mean? It was just like, win a free kick or set piece. No matter where you win it, we'll just send everybody up, try and get the ball up into the box, into Andy Carroll, and someone wins a second ball or something, or there'll be a bit of mayhem and they might score a goal. Now, Arsenal actually defensively against sort of with physical teams been pretty good this season. That's not really where teams have been hurting us. We're pretty. Pablo Mari's been. When Gabriel's in, and even David Luiz, he's always up for the physical stuff. So I felt that Newcastle, I was a bit baffled by the fact that seemed to be their only tactic today. But you could have nicked it with that Andy Carroll chance. But I just felt that as the game moved on, I was like, if we can get Saka or Smith Rowe, one of them guys on, them guys can change the game. They'll be a bit more dynamic. And that proved to be the point.
Yeah, I mean, I touched on Smith Rowe in your preview, didn't I? How much I rated him, or I think he's changed around Arteta's fortunes. But tonight, mate, you got to really witness Brucey Ball at its finest. Like you said, what could have caused Arsenal more problems, mate, to be honest with you, because I didn't think you were up to scratch. I didn't think you really... What was seeing Arsenal get out of second gear was an extra time. I think the Aubameyang goal was a typical Arsenal goal. Tierney on the left causing problems, quick, swift, precise play. Whereas in the first passage of play, in the first 90 minutes, I don't think we're really seeing you get to your best level.
No, see, this is the thing, is like some of the senior players, like Willian, for instance, he slows it up too much. And then there were some of the other players that came in today that I thought were disappointed. Like Willock, I thought was very disappointed. He should have scored. He had one put on a plate by Pepe. Instead of heading it, he seemed to hit his eye or something. You know what I mean? He wasn't up to scratch. Reece Nelson as well had a big chance. He didn't really. So a lot of the players that came in, they didn't deliver. But I kept thinking to myself, if we can get some of those other guys on that have been delivering over the past few games, then we got a shout of winning this game, and it proved that way. Smith Rowe, Saka, I thought Xhaka when he came on as well, he was much better in the midfield than what Willock was, and Tierney, I thought, for me, I know on the TV they gave the man in the match to Smith Rowe, but I thought my man in the match was Tierney. He was causing all kinds of problems. It's just that there was never anybody on the end of, to put away the chances that he were creating. So it wasn't a great performance by Arsenal. It was very difficult to break Newcastle down. As you said, Brucey Ball, he has got them very, very well organised. So it's very difficult to break them down. I was just looking at it, for the Premier League game, we're going to have to be on it and sharper when we play you guys, because had it been a Premier League game, Steve Bruce would be walking away and saying, wow, we got a great point. So we're going to need to be sharper. But I think once those young, hungry players that are on form at the moment came on, I just felt that we'd get a win. I really did.
Yeah, and you mentioned the middle of the part then, and Xhaka came on, an experienced player, nearly scored a screamer, had a volley pushed over the bar from Dubravka. And Smith Rowe, I want to ask you, obviously he had his red card rescinded by VAR. Was that the right decision?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That was never a red card. Even when the first time the VAR showed it back, I'm like, to me, I'll go yellow at best. It's not a red card. It's not dangerous play. I think the player, when we do in our watch-alongs, we have the sound turned down. But from what I was hearing, which Newcastle player was it? I can't remember which player it was who went down.
Sean Longstaff, was it? I think it was
But
Sean Longstaff.
I heard he let out a massive scream. Ah! You know what I mean? You know, that's what all these. It's not just him. All these players are doing that now, so it's a bit. It's a bit harsh sometimes for the referee. So in real time, it might have looked like a penalty. Sorry, it might have looked like a sending off. But when he went over and he looked on the screen, I'm like, why are you looking 3, 4, 5 times for? Do you want to send him off? It's not a red. It's obvious. I mean, I don't know what you thought about it, but to me, and also I thought that, listen, the penalty shout, I've seen those given. The other day, that one at Man United with Pogba, there was less contact in that one and they gave it. And I don't like these penalties where it's just, they say, oh, there was a bit of contact, so they give it. I don't really like that. But to how they're giving penalties this season, I've seen those ones given. Because there was a bit of contact on Aubameyang. It's not enough to let him go down. It's what all these players are doing now. They're feeling a bit of contact and they're going down. It's not enough to do that. But I've seen those given all season. And I was surprised that when the VAR looked at that, they said, you know, that it wasn't a penalty. But, you know, I'm glad that, you know, obviously it wasn't just, you know, with the Smith Rowe thing, I was thinking to myself, I'm more worried about the fact that he's going to miss 2 other games after that, because that would be a straight red violent conduct. So I'm glad that they reversed that. But what he kept looking at the screen for, I'm like, what? Can't you see it?
Right.
How many times do you need to see that to realise that that's not a red card? You know?
Once he went over the monitor, we were like, oh, he's going to obviously reverse the decision here, because we were happy to see him given a red card in hope that we could get the edge over here in extra time. But once you see it in replays, you see that there's just not enough of a follow-through, is there? It's not like the one the other night with the Silva and Højbjerg where it's a nasty follow-through. There wasn't enough contact, really. So that was a shame. But it was also one of them ones where we're seeing Martinelli get injured in the warm-up, and we thought, oh, tonight might be our night and a bit of luck for us. But because a couple of chances in the first half fell to Reece Nelson, wasted them. But Arsenal, I guess in the end, it was a case of taking your chances. I felt Andy Carroll, he didn't, and the class showed for Arsenal in the end, I think, in extra time.
Yeah, I was. Thank God Andy Carroll didn't put that away, because I thought I was surprised to see him miss the target. I'll be honest with you, but I think we deserved it in the end. I think, you know, as I said, I think we were the team that were really having a go to try and get the win, and I just felt that Newcastle a bit too negative for me.
Every week,
you know, and I don't, you know, I don't understand why they're so negative, because ain't like they got crap players. They got some good players, so I don't understand it. But, it's very difficult to break down. Very difficult. And when we play in the league, we're going to have to really up our game.
Yeah, well, hopefully we'll link up again before that league game a week on Monday. Nice one, mate. But good luck for the rest of the FA Cup anyways. Hopefully you get your name back on that trophy again. Cheers, Robbie.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thanks, mate. Bye-bye.